Third and final topic today. Let's do our points per game exercise again, but with my team, the Michigan Wolverines. I thought this was a difficult exercise with your team last week when we did it, and I think it's going to be equally difficult for different reasons with my Michigan Wolverines card. I have no idea how to project like seven of the players on this team. So, can we start with what I feel like we do know how to project, and that's Yaxel Lendore being Michigan's leading scorer?
Yeah,
What do you think he's going to average? 18 a game at UAB last year, 17.7 while playing 34 minutes a game.
I want to say 16.
I do think it's coming down, possibly down significantly from 17.
What we project Cohen Card average?
You disgust me.
16.4.
Danny Wolf went from 14 a game at Yale to playing less minutes at Michigan and scoring less a game at Michigan, 13 points a game. So I think a drop is reasonable for Yaxel, and I think this Michigan team is a lot better than last year's was, meaning you could see a bigger drop than what Danny did.
But don't you think there was like more of an athleticism type situation adjustment with
I
Danny
also
than
think
with Jackson?
Yaxel's wired more to score than Danny is, but I don't know, dude. I feel like last year's Michigan team leaned on Danny more than this year's Michigan team will lean on Yaxel.
So you think it goes down to like what?
I'd say 15 a game is the highest I would go for Yaxel.
15 what?
I don't know. I could even be talked into less for Yaxel, to be honest. I'm really slow playing Yaxel right now.
Really? The most expensive guy on the port?
Good player. Deserves every penny. Deserves more, honestly. We should get him for more.
Yeah, I think so. Let's go with 15.2.
Yaxel Lendeborg is Michigan's leading scorer at 15.2 points per game. We didn't do the thing, you can tell I'm rusty. We didn't do the thing where we try and figure out how many points they score. So let me check what Michigan
Well,
scored last
well,
year.
you missed it. We changed the format.
What's the format now?
We guess the points, and then we get to the end. We're like, whoa, we got UConn averaging 90.
Oh, so we do things that are intentionally stupid in graphic form to get more people mad at us on Twitter.
Not intentionally stupid.
Beyond the 170 spelling errors that our two-man social team makes every day.
Yeah,
I need another vacation.
you're more than welcome. You got unlimited PTO.
I would rather be here and not watch our YouTube numbers get cut in half. Okay, so who's second?
I don't know. Uh, you're the Michigan guy. Lead me. I'm
I
leaning
don't
on you.
know who's second on this team. That's why it's difficult. I'm open. I don't know. Last year's team, outside of the big two being Vlad and Danny, like Gail and Burnett were fourth and fifth on the team at 9 a game. And I don't expect those to go up at all, but I also don't expect them to go too much down. It would reason to believe at least one to two more guys are in double figures for Michigan. And I think it's going to be guys that are not Gale and Burnett. My nominations would be Merez. I think Merez is the only guarantee at 10 a game or more. I think we start there and then we figure out which there's got to be a guard that's around 10 a game at Michigan, but I don't know who.
All right, well, let's go. Well, I guess how many guys did you, or actually, let's start with this. Do you actually know what Michigan team averaged last season?
I can look it up for you,
Okay.
but I thought we changed the format.
Yeah, well, I didn't like the response to the changing of the format, so now we're going back.
78 points a game last year.
78.
And I think there's a reasonable bet that this year's team plays faster and scores more. So I'd put the benchmark around 80. You tell me if you think that's too high, but I don't think this year's team is going to score less than last year's.
That feels fine.
They're going to play faster with Kadau instead of playing through Danny.
Okay, that feels fast. That feels fine. Let's go with Merez at 12.7. Feels kind of high though, doesn't it? Or no? Maybe not if he's second option.
Merez scored 7 a game last year, barely playing. If he plays he's not gonna play double the minutes. He played 17 minutes a game. But if he plays 28 minutes a game, I think he's at like 12. And that's without any like points per minute improvement at all. So
12-7?
12-8.
Fine.
Merez Johnson, 12.8, the second leading scorer on Michigan. We are at the point if 12-8 is the second leading scorer. If any of the guards like breakout hit like their ceiling, I would think they're at 12 a game, just because one of them would be good. The nominations for that would be Kadau, Kaysen, McKenney. I don't think it's going to be Gail or Burnett. You could make the argument that if Gail's confidence didn't shatter, he was scoring like 11 a game last year. So if he just kind of the Kylan Boswell argument, right? If he just doesn't regress like crazy, Gale's probably at 11 a game. But does any other guard beat that? I guess would be the question. Kadau was at 9 a game last year, 9.4 at North Carolina. Gail and Burnett were both at 9 a game at Michigan. McKenney's a freshman, and Kaysen scored 4 a game in 11 minutes a game.
I want to say that Gale's next.
So you don't think any of the guards hit? If that's what you're saying, I think if you think Gale's next.
Because I think, because in my head, Gale's going to be like around the 11 mark. Burnett, I think, is going to be like a three, like a hit some threes a game guy, like get up to like 8 or 9.
Here's the big question for
And
me.
then if that happens, then where's that breakout come from?
Here's the big question for me. What does Elliot Cadeau do as a scorer this year? We know they want him to play. He played 27 minutes a game at UNC. I think he's going to play more at Michigan. They have no backup point guard. I think the goal is for Cadeau to play 32 minutes a game. But does Dusty want him to average like 8 assists and score 6 points? Or just by default from being on the floor, is he going to be like an 11 a game scorer? Because Cadeau's going to play more than Gale, Burnett, McKenney. Those guys are all competing for minutes in between that. Cadeau's going to play the most. So, like, if he just plays 32 minutes and is the same guy he was at Carolina, he's at like 10 and a half. But that assumes his role doesn't change. And I don't know. He could score more or less. I don't know what Dusty wants from him.
Yeah. What does Dustin want from his team? I don't know. For it in my head, you don't think that Gale, like, I guess you can provide me some information on it. Gale coming back, did that come with like anything attached to it? Otherwise, like, why did he come back?
I don't have a great reason for you to. I'm surprised he's back, but I think he just enjoyed his year at Michigan and
Right. I mean, I feel
doesn't
like
want to
him
go earlier.
being back, he's gonna get a lot of minutes.
Okay. So you want Roddy at like 11?
Yeah.
11 what?
11-2.
All right, so we'll go 11-3. All right,
Uh,
we went through the Cadeau exercise. Now I want to do it with the other big question mark wild card to me. If Kaysen were to hit, I would think he's around 11 a game too. Now it might have impacted Gale and brought him back, but Kaysen barely played, scored 4 a game in 11 minutes. But I think Rothstein had a tweet or something like when he played 20 minutes, he averaged 8 a game. So if he got better, he was at a bunch of those like breakout camps with all the best guards in the country this summer. I don't know. I don't know what that looks like 25 minutes a game and 10 a game, but that could be low if Kaysen actually hit. It's kind of like Michigan has so many different options at the 1, 2, 3. We have to like pick and choose who hits and who doesn't. And to me,
right.
picking Gale third means we don't think any of them are going to hit, but I think by default, one of Kaysen, Cadeau, McKenney has to hit.
Well, I was gonna put in my head, I was putting the 3 starting guards as the productive ones.
Yeah, I think one of the upside guys is going to hit more than you're implying. I think either McKenney or Kaysen is going to be a
Well, it's
factor.
probably more so if Cadeau's gonna be at the one, then wouldn't it be like a McKennie then, who's getting like wing minutes to hit?
McKennie has the most buzz right now for sure.
I'm fine with putting McKennie there.
It also could just be a case where like all these guys average like 7 or 8 a game and play 20 minutes instead of 30, and they're all deep scoring set. I think Dusty's FAU teams kind of looked like that. Let me look back for a second.
Yeah, like in my head, I was like gonna do Gale like 11-3 as you want it. Uh, Elliot Cadeau at like 10-4, maybe even averaging the same as Roddy Gale, and then the conglomerate of other guards in between like 6 to 9 points.
So Dusty's Final Four FAU team had Davis, Martin, Golden, big three. Nick Boyd, Michael Forrest, and Brian Greenlee all averaged between 7 and 9 points a game, all at the guard spot. Super interchangeable, all playing like 20 minutes a game. So I think that's probably the vision is you have Yaxel, Merez, and then somebody is like the third scorer. I would not have picked Gale, but I'm fine picking Gale. But then I think everybody else is in the mix around the same. I would also advocate this. I think there's a world Kadau's scoring takes a step backward because he's surrounded by a bunch of play finishers and Dusty gets him to buy into being like a huge passer, 8 assists a game guy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you want to go McKennie next?
That's the one I would pick out of the guard wing group.
Like
All
9
right,
a game?
is he gonna play?
Somebody has to. Namari scored 9 a game last year. Namari, I think, will play a little bit less this year, though.
So he's taking a step back. Then I'm guessing scoring wise, Namari. So
Yeah, I mean,
Namari,
we have to pick, right?
yeah,
But Namari,
it,
McKennie, Kaysen.
it,
I'm going McKennie. I'm putting my foot. We can't say that all of Michigan's upside guys are not going to hit simultaneously. Somebody's going to be good in the backcourt that is an upside raiser. I
right,
don't know. It's not going to be both of them, but
at 9, right?
yeah.
Or higher. That's why
Well, I
said it's
said
a
9, and you like made a face with McKennie. Like I don't know. Like
well, no, it's a group of guys there, like between like in any order. I think it's a conglomerate of guys there that are scoring somewhere between 6 and 9 points.
yeah, but
Yeah, so
McKennie
like
would be my first name off the list at 9,
I'm fine with that.
and I think he eats into Namari's minutes and Kaysen's minutes, and
What's Cadeau at again?
Cadeau was at 9.4 last year. We haven't put Cadeau on
Oh, we
this
haven't put
list.
Cadeau in. Oh, okay. All right.
Would you
Yeah.
put Cadeau ahead of McKennie?
I thought at first I thought Cadeau playing like this 30 minutes a game was going to manage to score 10 points.
I mean, it could, but I don't think they're going to have 4 guys in double figures.
Then in that case, then I would go McKennie next at 9, and then Cadeau.
I mean,
Next.
if we were going to say Cadeau's going to score more, I would have put him in the Gale spot and had Gale way lower. I don't think you can have Gale at 11 points a game and then put Cadeau. Michigan's hard, man, because there's so many different ways they could distribute the minutes. I have no idea what they're going to do at the guard spots. So we just have to go with like what our gut says they're going to do.
Well, I believe in McKennie the most out of all those players. So
And you're sticking with Gale. I'm fine buying into the idea that Gale's going to like have a resurgent year.
yeah, but then can we go McKennie next?
Gale, then McKennie. McKennie at what?
7.
9.8. Perfect.
Damn it.
Then I think it's Cadeau.
Cadeau averaging the same?
I'd be fine dropping him too. But if McKennie's at 9 and Gale's at 11, to me that immediately means Namari and Kaysen take a little bit step backwards from what we would think. Because minutes got to go to 2 guys at the 2 and the 3, and we've prioritized Gale and McKennie.
Right.
Let me
Okay.
add one guy we haven't even mentioned. What the hell do we do with Mara? Mara scored 6.5 a game last year in 13 minutes, playing in a horrible system with no good guards. Like if Mara plays 20 minutes and scores what he did last year, he's at 9.
How many points are y'all scoring?
I don't know. We got to pick guys. Let me add up what we got right now.
There's a whole bunch of guys that are taking steps and scoring nine
Well,
now.
that's also why I think Yaxel's taking a step back. 15.2 plus 12.8. I mean, the first couple guys we got aren't crazy. Plus
Yeah, but I'm
9.8.
saying we're just gonna keep assigning guys nine.
We're at 49.
Oh, we're fine.
Yeah, we got 31 points to work with if we're working off my 80.
Yeah, we're good. Might
And
go.
Mara and Kadau feel like they're both around 8.
Okay, but also thing here, if Yaxel and Merez are 1 and 2, aren't they just eating up all the minutes?
I think Mara's playing 20. I do. I think they want a 7-footer. And even if you play Yaxel 30 and Merez 30, there's still 20 minutes to go.
And he averaged what you said 6 and 13 minutes.
He averaged 6.5 a game in 13 minutes last year with Dylan Andrews at point guard and a Mick Cronin offense. Like there's if he plays 20, he should be at 9.
I'm fine with it.
Let's put him at 8. Eight's a leap. Trying to be
Eight point
conservative.
8.3.
All right, cool. 8.4. I think Kadau has to be right at that number too, because I don't think he's going to drop more than a point.
8.1.
He was 9.4 last year.
Yeah, but passy this year.
I mean, this would be with how we're currently doing it, we'd be projecting Kadau and Amari to both go backwards. I think Kadau averages more than Mara. Starting point guard on the team,
So what do you think, Mara? Does Kadau get the double digits then?
8.6 for Kadau,
And what's Mara at?
8.4.
All right, fine.
And then we're going to have to drop some guys.
Because now we got to put like what case in here.
We're at 66 right now, and we're still missing Kaysen and Burnett with
Ugh.
14 points to work with. We're done in the front court. Other than, I mean, Will Chatter still exists. We probably need to put Chatter.
Yeah,
So we have Kaysen, Namari, and Cheddar theoretically with 14 points to distribute.
I mean, I still think Namari would be next in that group. But what's it? I mean, if you have to split up between those three, it's got to be like they all average around 5.
Five's too low for Namari.
But that
Namari's going to be at 7.
well, then will we have to up the points then?
Or go back to the. I think we'd have to go back to the big 3 and dip some a little, and just think it's going to be a deep team that splits the wealth.
We could dip Merez and Yaxel a point.
If we're dipping anybody, I would dip Gale down from 11. I still think that seems high.
What do you average last year?
9.8.
Oh, yeah, okay, I guess that. Yeah, him taking a 2 point jump, I guess, isn't it?
Not on this team with more wings.
Facts. That's.
Honestly, do we drop Gale 2 points? No, I don't know. Put
I
Gale
hate.
at 10,
I think. I
10.3, drop him a point.
think I hate this team.
Let's drop Gale a point. Let's drop Yaxel a point. So we have
Okay.
2 extra points to work with.
All right.
Yaxel's now at 14 a game and Roddy's at 10 a game.
Okay.
So we're at 64.1, and we want Namari, Kaysen, and Cheddar. Cheddar scored 6 a game last year. Cheddar's not going to play this year.
You sure?
Not a lot. We have 16 points to work with. I think we go Namari at 7.
Okay.
I think
So
we go
Amari-
Kaysen at 6. And that
then
hurts
Cheddar.
me to only put him at 6. And I
Then
think we
Cheddar
put
gets back.
Cheddar at 3.
All right.
And do I get decimals on any of these or no?
We can go Namari 7.5.
Cool, we'll go 7.6.
We can go Kaysen 6 even.
All right, 6.1.
And then we'll go Cheddar 3.1.
All right, 3.2. Cool. So add it all up, 81 points a game on the dot. A 3-point lead. That seems reasonable.
I don't feel great about this.
Yaxel 14 a game, Merez 12 a game, Roddy 10, Trey McKenney 9.5, Kadau Mara 8, Burnett 7, Kaysen 6, Cheddar 3. I think that's pretty good.
Merez damn near your best player.
Crazy what happens when you let a guy off the leash.
Woof.